outside, let me announce some small gift for you. Whoever is going to answer very well. Okay, the chalk piece is there. Ashwin only has provided me with the chalk piece. He has his intention. Vijay saw that don't miss the class. He came and put me inside and he prepared for these things. Okay. Let me see, sir. And Mr. Delon would have integrated the life sciences and all that. And so my said, sir, chemistry waste with us. Chemistry waste. Without that, you cannot enjoy the benefits that are enjoyed nowadays. Okay? But those people who don't like chemistry, they say it's a waste. What about physics? Comment about physics?
Physical chemistry, yes.
So he's combining both physics and chemistry. That's good. Then you should come on with some points, so we'll just try to enumerate them, something like that. I will start my boring lessons and all that. So we have been talking about any topics as well. During the converse time, they were providing me with the topics, so we are just trying to just discuss that and go ahead with that. Anything like that, if you have in your mind, please come up. On the way, if you are caught by principal, you have to excuse yourself. Don't say, Master Krishnan, send me out and all. Okay? Right. So tell me, yes sir, Vivek was coming out with an idea.
No motion, sir.
No, sir.
That is the effect of
So tonight on the house, everybody is getting the house check.
Talk about technology. Yes sir, tell me.
The science of matter and energy. Science of properties of matter and energy.
Learning stage only. you are going to learn what is physics. So even if you come out with wrong ideas, no problem. But after teaching, you should not get wrong ideas. Okay? Yes, sir. Any other concept? Yes, sir.
Understanding the metrics of the world that you can perceive around yourself.
Since we have excused already some people, we have to excuse them. Right? That is philosophy, not physics. The new way of learning. The branch of science concerned with the nature and properties of matter and Actually, this is what happening nowadays in the classroom. Any question we have immediately net. They come up with the answers like this present students. Good, so an example I have shown. Very good, something you told about it. Let's okay, I'll just come to a simple point. In case necessary, I can make use of it. No, that's right. So, what is the physics of this cell phone? What do you mean by physics of this physical dimensions? What are you deal with the things
So you
here?
don't know it, you call it physical property.
What's up?
Gravity.
The shape, the physical shape of
Physical shape,
color, texture,
the gorilla glass. Nice. Each one talks, then everybody will be hearing you.
It would make sense, but
Yes, all. So we should expect utopian guides and all. Okay?
dimensions,
Yes, sir.
dimensions.
Dimensions, good.
weight.
Weight of it, mass, weight, but okay, they are given a point to read. What's the difference between the mass and weight? These are two terms which are
specific gravity.
confused. Yes, sir, mass?
Volume.
Oh,
Mass, the volume,
correct answer. Mass means
Weight is force.
coulombs. And mass means the material content of that. But weight means, suppose I am holding so it is there in good shape. If I just release it, what will happen? Why is it falling? Gravity. So the force with which gravity pulls it down is only called as weight. But generally, normally we don't distinguish to that extent. Anyway, good one point, sir. Then coming back to the physics, as I said, measurements of this, the size, the color, the dimensions, these are things.
Physical property.
Physical properties. Good, sir. Price.
That's common.
That is financial property. That's good. Okay. And here no, actually in physics, there is simple thing. We are dealing with the measurements of this. He said dimension. How long is it? How wide it is? How big it is? These are the physical factors where we see. And physics, we have to define in such a way, it is the science of very accurate measurement. For example, when you were in the lower classes, in case they just say, draw one line here, ask you to measure the length of it, that line. What method you have learned or you can apply now? By John method. This is called Moro method. And better than John method, this is one of the methods, definitely. Better than any other thing that can
String method.
String method. String method. Okay. These three also better. String method. Okay, keep the string along the thread and stretch it and find out a thing. That's good. That is more accurate than the other method. But next you would have learned. But see, suppose you say it is coming to around here to this length. It's coming to about 75 millimeters. Say. And is it exactly 75 millimeters? Just look at this.
Earlier calculator is
What do you say? Suppose 76 millimeters here. What is your answer?
Use your Vernier calculator screw gauge.
Good. 70. What do you say normally? 75.5. Is it correct?
That to measure it. Now it's just straight line.
But thread method we cannot measure. Thread we can measure. When guys. And you know when the stretch it. Now you're just going for the 3 and all that. That's what he asked. If you stretch it on the scale also, if it comes between 2 millimeter markings, what is your, what do you say? It is approximately, if it is more than half, you add one more, otherwise less than that. You say. That's what you used to say. Right? But he has just said, we have other devices by which we can measure more accurate. Something like Vernier calipers, you know anything?
Yes, sir.
And what's the accuracy of it? What? 0.1 centimeter or 0.1 millimeter, 1/10 of a millimeter. But later on, you learned about screw gauge.
Yes, sir.
And what is the accuracy of that? 0.01 millimeter. 1/100th of a millimeter. In other words, see in stages, 600 one method, 7 one method, 8 one method, as you have come out. These are increasing the accuracy of the measurements. So science, physics is defined as the science of accurate.
Actually, sir, 1 year caliper.
Yes, sir.
1 year caliper.
Vernier caliper is 1/10 of a millimeter. But screw gauge is 1/100th of a millimeter. So more accurate. Like that the time we measuring. Seconds, milliseconds. Those are the learning. But now we are having atomic clocks, which can measure to the accuracy of 1/1,000,000th of a second. 1/1,000,000th of a second. Actually, these atomic clocks they are using for sending all of these spaceships and rockets and all that. If they are sent like our Indian planes and all that, they just target one place. If this goes after 2 days and then reaches there, they have planned one something like a mountain peak, but they will land up in a crater over there. Okay? So accuracy is what? At least one small point which you can just say. Physics is science of accurate measurements. And our Indian mentality is, it is approximately this. That's what we do. Like we say na chuma. No, right? Like that, no. Bandas. And later, half-made saved on it. And say like, Pasha and all that. No? But if you are more interested in the real thing, you go for accuracy. No chuma, no approximate distance. Just for the exact measurements and so on. Okay, that's the physics. Start sleeping off and all that. Let's start something else. So carry on with that. Okay. Anything? Right.
Simple pendulum.
Simple pendulum is used for measuring time. Okay. What else you want? 4 minutes. I don't know much. You know for the simple pendulum. What is the law of it? That's the basic the period of measuring time and all. Simple pendulum. But now all these are outdated. Okay, have everything. What? Like they say, one second.
So what was Master Rajapani trying to tell yesterday? Entire night I was thinking about it.
That is a mistake in our learning system. Rajapani said he is asking Master Krishnan about it.
You were there when he taught, right? What was the hydrogen atoms and he was talking about that? And
1:8 rather.
1:8. Rajinikanth is already told. Series.
One problem.
What?
One basic problem is we cannot hear clearly what's happening. A lot of echo.
for the success in your career. Our principal has gone this morning out of station, somewhere to Tirupur, and he remembers you, each and everyone, I think, since you were present yesterday evening for the get-together. Especially he told me, just now phoned up and told me to come to the class and convey his blessings. And he says, always to remember Don Bosco and the values you learn in Don Bosco.
Thank you so much.
Right, sir.
Sir, one serious question. Everybody has been talking about Don Bosco values.
Do we have a list of the values? I'm a serious question.
Somebody comes in.
How has physics teaching changed from what we were learning right now? Or what's the difference?
Actually, now they have introduced the system based on activities. Right? So, more than the theory, it has to evolve much better still. At least they got the concept that it should not be a theoretical thing. It should be a practically seen one. For that, some of the steps they have taken visual education. LCD projectors and things like that, and showing the apparatus to the children, making them deal with that, and things like that, improving. It will take another 3-4 decades to reach the foreign level. At least they have made a beginning. We should be happy about that. Yes, sir.
Standards are getting higher, sir.
Once, sir.
Standards getting higher.
Actually, the present syllabus is meant for the masses. That's also definitely you were elite. You were like. We actually started.
Hey, stand up.
With the summer cheer coming, is metric standard come down or as a teacher, CBSE is much better off in terms of standard?
Since our school has started CBSE also, I can be back in my view. And then they say, no, and all that. Something as I told you is meant for the masses. And after that, 40 marks internal they say. It's all depending on the teachers. Internal. They need not study any theory part if their aim is just to get it. 35 is a pass mark. 40 marks in the hands of the teachers. Muscat, you can get through this.
I don't know about the IS.
Personally, what happened to as a result, what is happening? Children are not taking the real interest to compete with each other. Passing is there, 40 marks they can get. Like we used to get the record marks, whether they write record or not, we used to get full marks. Now that has been increased to 40%. So totally they pass through the edge of the competition. Whereas CBSE still, the way of questioning all this clear, what textbooks, what is in the textbook, or what is the back of the textbook. Even objectives they don't make them to apply. Just mark up, take it. I was informed last class I was just telling, and you see many people would like to go to the Namakkal, E-Road and this thing and all that, where they get full marks. They are made to stand by, get up by 4 o'clock in the morning, sit down on the mats and study. Not study, mark the textbook with the punctuation. Yes, that's what happening. Because I say some of the students have gone and joined. They come back and came to that guy, asked them what is the specialty. They make them to study. The aim is they should get to work. Whether they understand the subject or not, that is different. In that way, yes sir.
CBSE metric. You suggest what? Honestly, you teach a lot of students. You suggest for a CBSE or you suggest for a metric?
That's what I'm
My son is in CBSE. It's tough.
There's no metric.
I mean, so much key of whatever.
Okay. Okay. Precisely. I find, I just feel CBSE is a better way. Yeah, again you ask me, you are not
CBSE.
right. CBSE is better.
Yeah.
Because, and that's what I am also doing for the classes, my
Yes.
classes. When I teach the lesson, I say, this you have to learn, must learn. So if they learn, they don't tell 60% and they ain't on to go on. So I said, this must be learned. They have brought up, the idea is making the masses to learn how to read and write. Not how to compete. Literacy.
That's bad.
Thing must be there. This was in Andhra Pradesh earlier, but I don't know how we also picked up that idea. But now those people have gone ahead of us.
How is that,
If
sir?
you see, IITs and all that, almost 60 to 65% Andhras. And Andhra people only are there because they have their system. And there again, they are hard work. Some of the centers are there. Morning 4 o'clock they start, before 7:30 they finish the sessions. Then only they go to school. Some children are not going to school also. And because their aim is only IIT. Father, we need not pass with this. What is expected there, if you say, is more than enough. So, they are doing better. But our aim is good aim. Everyone should learn how to read and write. But the edge of the competition is gone. That's really a sad plight. At present, CBSE is much better. But there too, one Mr. Kapil Sibal has started the 10th standard exam option. So the students,
Teachers too.
in case you want to, come sir.
We are all on time. 87 Not a second possible.
Here also they just started the wrong. If you are going to same time in the same school, you need not write the public exam. If you want to change your school, you have to write the exam. And things like that. So as a result, again, say, if it is public exam, they will have some fear in their mind. And everyone will be equally compared. Things like that will be there, which will make them to study.
Sir, what do you do to spark curiosity?
Huh?
What do you do to spark curiosity?
Spark curiosity.
What do you do? What do you do?
Okay. See, like what I do, schools means they won't have ample time to go into the subject, not possible, with the available time. They have to finish the portions. Literally, they are finishing the portions. Killing, right? And whereas outside means we have ample time, we can take another hour extra, 1 hour extra, we can give a special class. Something like that. We try to, as far as that's what I've been trying to do. Make them to understand what not instead of just making them to learn, not the subject. If they understand that, yeah, yes, come on time for that work.
I can go and get focus and
Yeah, please.
My daughter is son of a shepherd.
நீரா நோடி இருக்க முன்னாடி
Actually, my daughter is studying Good Shepherd. But what I feel is, and even there was a discussion in the school with the sister and everything like that. What they said was that it's not the, only the education that they are focusing on. They are focusing on the all-round development. So it is not only study that. Ask each one of us how much we use what we studied in our school. Probably 20% of it.
Yeah, you understand what
So,
just one academic income. Many schools are concentrating only on that. My boss is Please, whenever wants to slim down, get the lessons from Bombay. Yeah, there are so many schools which are common, which are concentrating only on the academics, even the city. We have, but the system of our schools, like Salesians, Christian schools, I find relatively still, they are interested in the overall level. You see, first of all, how many schools apart from our downloads has got past people association levels? And doing such a good thing, such a good grand scale, with real interest. See, you are all busy people. In spite of it, you have come all the way here.
Thank you.
That is Don Bosco system. Okay, whereas other people they learn. I don't know if you had watched some of the program you did in India now. Where the guys who learned in those schools, Namakkal schools, they are just telling all the negative things in front of the correspondent and principal there. They are in the opposite side. That is little better. This is in front of the public. Okay? That shows, but here we don't have that kind of Munala you tell, but not Munala. Okay? Okay? Right, sir? Anything else in general? See you. I think I'll take it full time.
Thank you, sir. 1 minute, sir. So just want to say a small word. Thank you so much for coming all the way. Really appreciate it. So thank you so much for taking the time and teaching us. It's a great experience to go back to those school days. God bless you and may God give you long life and good health. And may you continue to come back and teach us during our golden jubilee.
Platinum Jubilee.
Backbencher, Arul Nabik, to give a small memento. Arul Nabik, backbencher.
Finally. Please continue your spirit of Don Bosco learning.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And you are not past people as far as I can be telling. You are the students of Don Bosco forever.
Thank you, sir.
Let the body begin.